From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Wednesday, August 5th. Skies will be mostly clear tonight as temperatures fall to the 50s, a low of 57. Tomorrow, it will be one of the best weather days of the week. Enjoy mostly sunny skies, low humidity, and cooler than normal afternoon temperatures with a high of 78. This morning, a judge ordered authorities to hand over the autopsy report from Dreasjon Reed's death. The special prosecutor had tried to keep the autopsy report sealed until she finished her investigation. But this morning, a Marion County judge ordered her to hand it over to Reed's family just 1 hour before the family was about to publicly demand it. IT-Mate's Richard Essex was with Reed's mother, Dimitri Wynn, when she read the report. He said she was visibly angry and very emotional. Wynn knows how her son died. Reed was shot on May 6th by an officer after a high-speed chase that ended in a field on the northwest side of Indianapolis. The answer as to why he was shot is still under investigation by Special Prosecutor Rosemary Corey. Corey issued a statement saying, "We fully anticipate the family attorney will adhere to the confidentiality requirements set forth by Indiana Code that prohibits the release of certain information contained in the report." The Reed family attorney says this is the first document related to Dreasjon's death that's been turned over to them. They were not really clear if they would follow the law requiring details of the report remain private for now, but there is an enormous amount of frustration from Reed's family. They feel the investigation has taken too long. For the third straight day, the state reports more than 900 hospitalizations related to the coronavirus. That hasn't happened since the beginning of June. Health officials confirmed 740 new cases today. Indiana is just short of 70,000 cases now. Another 12 Hoosiers have died. There are now 2,805 deaths related to the virus. Big Ten student athletes want the conference and the NCAA to review its current safety protocols. The Big Ten says it's moving forward with the college football season, but players are disappointed in what they call a lack of leadership. More than 1,000 football players signed a letter published by the Players Tribune. The letter reads, "Given that the NCAA and conference leadership have not asked for our input, we feel compelled to call for clarity, commitment, and action regarding our common sense proposal." On that proposal, 5 areas they'd like to see have more regulations. Among those are calls for testing 3 days a week, mandatory masks in all athletic facilities, and whistleblower protections. Big Ten games are set to start as early as September 5th. Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the Chamber of Commerce have started a campaign to support restaurants reeling over the cancellation of fans at this year's Indy 500. Starting Monday, local restaurants will take part in the 500 Fan Fuel campaign. They'll have fixed-priced menus for dine-in or takeout. The 500 Fan Fuel campaign is hoping to keep the tradition of people supporting local businesses surrounding Indy 500. It includes an appetizer, lunch, and dinner specials starting Monday through race day on August 23rd. Many restaurants in Speedway across Marion County and surrounding areas are participating in the 500 Fan Fuel campaign, like Sunday and Fundays Ice Cream and Sweets and Chicago's Pizza. Many owners say that they're still trying to wrap their heads around the decision of no fans, and some plan to recreate the popular festivities that were canceled leading up to the Indy 500. The 500 Fan Fuel campaign will also help restaurant owners make up for profit lost during the shutdown from the pandemic earlier this year. For a list of participating restaurants in this 500 Fan Fuel campaign, head to wishtv.com. As of today, Indianapolis has something new called the African American Quality of Life Renewal Initiative. The goal is to work with the African American Coalition of Indianapolis to address challenges and issues facing that community. The new initiative will be funded through a $100 million grant from the Lilly Endowment.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
A new hospital is coming to downtown Indianapolis. IU Health plans to build a new facility just south of Methodist Hospital. The estimated price tag, $1.6 billion. The blueprints call for 3 glass-fronted towers, about 10 stories tall, with a rooftop helipad and enclosed walkways to nearby buildings and a parking garage. The hospital will have the ability to hold up to 576 private patient beds and expansive outpatient care areas. For the campus itself, it'll be 44 acres between 16th and 12th Streets, Capitol and I-65. Assuming city officials approve the zoning request, infrastructure work is slated to begin in the spring with a targeted completion date of 2026. When it's complete, all operations at University Hospital will move to the new building, and Methodist will have a partial demo and renovation. Officials say by combining operations, they'll be able to eliminate costly duplication of services to patients who have life-threatening illnesses or diseases. University Hospital opened 50 years ago in 1970. Portions of Methodist opened more than a century ago in 1908. Hospital officials say they haven't decided what will be done at the university site and exactly which portions of Methodist will stay, though it's likely the newer portion that currently faces the interstate will be renovated. As for a name, that will be announced at a later date. President Trump is now encouraging voters in Florida to vote by mail. This is just months after criticizing that practice, and while the campaign is suing Nevada over that. The Trump campaign filed that lawsuit over Nevada's plan to expand mail-in voting this November. Under the sweeping new election law signed by Nevada's governor on Monday, every active registered voter would be mailed a ballot. The law extends the deadline for when mail-in ballots can be counted. Ballots can arrive up to a week after Election Day. The legislation will also ease some restrictions for who can legally handle and submit other people's ballots, a move that Republicans claim could lead to voter fraud. We're making progress. That's the latest message we're getting from lawmakers as they negotiate another coronavirus relief bill. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says they've at least set a deadline for reaching a deal, which is by the end of this week. If that happens, Congress could vote on it next week. Negotiators are trying to agree on another round of stimulus checks, federal unemployment benefits, plus state and local aid. Getting a COVID-19 vaccine could cost you about $40. Moderna says deals for smaller amounts of its experimental vaccine have cost between $32 and $37 so far. But the company says it's working with governments to make it accessible regardless of ability to pay. Moderna says it's currently on track to finish enrollment for phase 3 of its trial by the end of next month. Major cruises are pushed back again tonight. The Cruise Lines International Association said today it's suspending voyages through October 31st. That includes Carnival, Disney, Norwegian, and Royal Caribbean cruises. The organization says it's extending the CDC's no-sail order for the health and safety of passengers and crew. Walmart is turning some of its store parking lots into drive-in theaters. The shows start tonight and will play at 160 stores. The only Central Indiana location showing films is in Muncie on October 9th and 10th. Some of the movies include Black Panther, the Lego Batman movie, E.T., Back to the Future, and The Wizard of Oz. Today, investigators began searching through the wreckage in Beirut, Lebanon, looking for clues on what caused a massive explosion. The Lebanese government has ordered port officials under house arrest. Leaders suspect negligence after finding more than 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate stored at the facility. That's a highly explosive chemical used in fertilizers. So far, officials say at least 135 people died in the blast. 5,000 people are hurt. TJ Warren has been playing like he's got something to prove. He led the Pacers again last night with 32 points to beat the Magic. Tomorrow, the Pacers have the opportunity to become just one of 2 remaining undefeated teams. They play the Suns, also unbeaten in the bubble so far. Tip-off is at 4 p.m. The Indy Fuel will play a full season. ECHL leaders approved a new start date today. The first games are set for December 4th now, pushed back from October 16th. The league plans to play all 72 games, but is still working on that schedule. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.